Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It's Friday morning. Praise the Lord. Emphasis on the T, y'all. Praise the Lord. It's exactly 3 a.m. and it's July 11th. Got a few days before my birthday. Yes, I'm not quite there yet, but I'll be 64 this year. You heard me correctly. This is my first full week back to work after taking a couple of days off. July 1st, 16 years ago, I was declared cancer-free. Now, I had a couple of surgeries and all that good stuff, but I was declared cancer-free. And I celebrate my cancer anniversary every year. I take the same vacation time off every year to spend time celebrating that milestone in my life. So I'm my first full week back to work. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you something. So I bought some furniture. Excuse me. For my little in-law apartment. I love my little in-law apartment, except for, sometimes the dogs cut up in the garage. My apartment is off the garage, but I love my little apartment because it reminds me of an old TV show. I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember this. Rhoda in her little attic apartment. That's my spot. Cute little spot. I enjoy my solitude. For those of you who know me, I spend a great deal of time talking. That's what I do for a living. And when I come home, the last thing I want to do is talk. I indulge myself in my hobbies where I can just zone out and hit my zen. Yeah. So that being said, that's what I do and that's how I do it. Yeah. So this furniture was more than a notion to put together. Now, I'm cheap. I need to say that. I'm cheap. All the places that I bought the furniture from has an assembly service. But, I'm pretty handy. So I decide, no, I'm not paying for something that I can do. My mind is telling me yes, but my body is telling me no. Yeah. My knees still hurt from sitting on the floor putting that furniture together. And at this age, I can't spring back up like I used to. It's like after I sat on the floor for a minute, I realized, how do I get up? So I'm looking around for things to prop myself up on. And again, my mind is saying yes, but my body is saying no. So I'm still recuperating. And as I said in a previous video some days back, I am not the most melanated black person in the world. So for a couple of days, it looked like I was wearing purple stockings from putting this furniture together. So yeah, it looks like I was beaten about the legs in some form of rare torture, and it most definitely was some form of rare torture putting furniture together. And I was like, oh, I'm going to have this done in no time so I can indulge, in my hobbies. And my apartment is still a hot mess. I'll be finishing that up this week, or this weekend. Then, my trusty computer lived a good life. Now, all my business files, my artwork for my t-shirt company was on that computer. So, of course, I bought a new computer. And in the process of transferring files from one computer to the next, I get this weird error message. You guessed it. Brand new computer just shut down. First it told me it's not recognizing the charger. And I looked and I had maybe 6 minutes left on the battery. So my brain says, quick, do a diagnostic as to why it's not recognizing the charger. It died. Wouldn't reboot. So then I called the company, which I have an account with, and they told me, oh, this is what we call a dead on arrival. So you have a term for it? You have a term for selling a new computer, and you're going to tell me that the charger and the motherboard are dead? Help me understand that. So you know you're selling something, or you have the possibility to sell something brand new, but dysfunctional. Now I understand, mass assembly and things can happen. But how often does it happen that you have a term for it? Okay, so I also have a warranty, and I also have a service contract built into this product because I have an account and I can order like that. They tell me my options about repair. I said, okay. Now, of course, the company or the representation, the call that I made for the warranty is in India. Salesperson was marvelous. We had a nice conversation, a nice rapport, but it's in India. The certified repair places are places I have no desire to drive to. One place is about 40 miles. The other place is about, I want to say, 60 to 70 miles. I have no desire to drive there. Especially when I live in a major city that has a tech industry. My other option was to mail it. Well, what if my files, my computer gets lost in the mail? Basically, my life is on there. No, that's not a good option. Well, we have a location service where they come to you. How long will that take? Oh, 2 to 3 business days. Okay, so let me get this straight. You sell a product that you know may be defective. Why didn't you test it before it left the shop? 2, you sell a product. I'm telling you that all my business things are on there. I'm telling you I have an order that needs to go out. But you're telling me it's going to take 2 to 3 business days. I said, okay. Now, if I go have a diagnostic run, am I violating my warranty? I had to wait for an answer for that. The answer was no. So I look up the computer repair places near my home. One is on the street adjacent to the street that I live on. So after work, I go there. I get there. There's little sticky notes on the door that UPS has been trying to deliver something. Okay, so they're not available. So then I drive some distance, maybe 2-3 miles from that place, to another place. I'm told by the shop owner a couple of doors down that this place that I'm going to now is stellar. The person has been there for over 16 years and at one point in time worked for, the computer company that's named after a fruit. That should tell you right there. So my computer is there right now. In the meantime and in between time, I still have an order to get out. And this computer downtime is cutting into, my business reputation. I know people understand that there's mechanical failures and losses as a result, but, it's happened too many times. So, that being said, I took advantage of Prime Day. I ordered a computer which should be delivered today to hold just my business files. I'm now making separate ventures. 2 computers in 2 days, or no, a week in 2 days. So this weekend, I will be putting my business back together again. I'll be providing a discount for, the delay, which again cuts into my profit margin. This is the second order that I've had to provide a discount on. So there you have it. That's my week. And then yesterday, the cherry on the sundae was someone decided to call me out of my name. Now, I was talking to my sister yesterday evening, and we ended the conversation with this. People don't believe me when I tell them that I'm voted the family member most likely to need bail money. And with this individual calling me out of my name, I came dangerously close. Let that sit with you as you enjoy your weekend.